Hi, Form 4 Biology, Chapter 6, Video number 3, Page number 3. Okay, cell cycle, 细胞的 cycle. What's meant by cell cycle? A series of cellular reproductive events. Cellular reproductive events. Cell produce cells. Highlight. In which, what they do, duplication of the cell contents occurs. So the cell duplicate the contents inside. 它复制它身体里面的东西。And after finish the duplication of the cell contents, the cell divide from one cell become two. And finally, they're having the cell division. 它就进行细胞分解。So cell cycle actually is a cellular reproductive event in which they're having the process called duplication of the cell contents and finally divide the cell from one become two. 这种就是细胞分解。Okay? And when we talk about the cell cycles, the whole cycle actually can be separated into two main phases, interphase and phase. Okay, so interphase, what's mean by interphase? 可以抄在你的 notes. Interphase, it means grow phase. The cell is growing. 那里细胞正在成长 ，so we call grow phase 成长的阶段。Okay, like you 啦，好像你正在成长啦。Interphase, grow phase. But when you go exam, you write the answer as interphase. 不可以写 grow phase. And for interphase, still can separate it into three phases. Okay, the first will be G1, 就好像小孩啦。S 就好像你啦，年轻人啦，少年。Okay, or G2 after this, after the S, it will be G2. 写作一次 G1 S phase, G2 phase. G2 就好像成长成人了。Okay, so interphase, we're having G1, S, and G2. So after the cell completely grow, the cell going to start another phase called M phase. Or what's mean by M phase? It means division of cell, 细胞分解的意思。Or M, actually it means mitosis, 细胞分解。And for the whole mitosis process, actually can be separated into another two processes. The first one is called cryokinesis. Cryo 就是nucleus 的意思，核心的意思啦，核。Cryokinesis, it means the cell divide the nucleus first. 它先分解它的 nucleus. And after the nucleus completely divide, it will finally separate the cytoplasm. Divide the cytoplasm, and here we call it as what? 这边我们叫什么呢？ Cytokinesis. So cryo means nucleus kinesis, 分解 nucleus. Cryokinesis, it will be separate the cytoplasm, 就是分解 cytoplasm. So cryokinesis, cytokinesis, they complete the mitosis. 它就完成了它的 mitosis. Page number 3. And now we go to the explanation in more detail. Here, 这边这边。Okay. Next, so what's mean by G1? Growth phase 1, G1. 慢慢读 Cell growth and metabolic rate of the cell is high. 细胞正在成长 and the metabolic rate of the cell is high. 新陈代谢非常快 Protein and new cytoplasmic organelle are synthesized. They start to making protein. Or they're making the cytoplasmic organelle. 它正在制造细胞里面的细胞器 Or this is a new cell, 新的细胞 Okay, and at this stage, chromosome appear as chromatin. So at this stage, actually you cannot see the chromosome under the normal microscope. Okay, so chromosome actually is very thin chromatin. 现在它只是瘦瘦的一条一条的丝丝的东西叫 chromatins. So drop chromatin 也叫染色体啦，只是现在它很幼很幼很小，看不到，我们称为 chromatin。小孩子来的啦，也就是小孩子的意思啦。Next, S phase. Second phase called S. Always mean by S phase. 什么意思呢？ S means synthesis, 制造 DNA synthesis. Or we call S. S 就是制造新的 DNA. So synthesis of DNA. 它制造新的 DNA. And the DNA undergo replications. 它的 DNA 复制自己。Highlight. So during the S phase, DNA undergo the replications. DNA 复制自己 and see here carefully, 看好好 So at the beginning, we're having a chromatin. 一条瘦瘦的东西叫 chromatin. But during the S phase, okay, what happens? The chromatin, the DNA inside the chromatins, they start to replicate themselves. 它开始自己复制自己。So from one chromatin, 从一条的染色分体 ，finally it replicate 它复制自己 ，become two chromatic 了，就变成了两条的染色分体。OK， so each duplicated chromosome 分解好、复制好的 chromosome consists of two identical sister chromatid。OK， 它有两条一模一样的 sister chromatid 姐妹的染色分体。Okay, which contains an identical copy of the chromosome DNA molecule. 它们里面的 DNA 其实这一条 compared to another one chromatid, actually the DNA inside they are same 都是一模一样的。But we're having something to mention in further, okay, in detail. Right? Highlight first. Chromosome consists of two identical sister chromatid. 它有两条一模一样的姐妹染色分体。Okay, so what is this chromosome? What is this chromatid? Okay, 要这样子讲话啦。After this, you have to write your answer in exam. You have to talk, okay, in the correct way. This is a chromosome with two chromatid. 1, 2. Okay, so and these two chromatid 1 and 2 they are sister chromatid. 它们就叫姐妹染色分体。Okay, they are the chromatid in the same chromosome 呢，它就是染色体里面同一个染色体里面的两条染色分体。Okay, so this is a chromosome with two sister chromatid. Okay, and now they say this is another chromosome. You can draw anywhere. 你可以画在任何的地方。This is another chromosomes. Okay, but this chromatid and this chromatid, can you call them as sister chromatid? 姐妹的染色分体 actually cannot. Okay, so this one compared to this one, they are non-sister chromatid. 它们不是姐妹的染色分体。Okay, this is the way. Sister chromatid 一条两条。这整个叫 chromosome. Okay, this is another chromosome, and these two they are non-sister chromatid. 它们都不是姐妹的染色分体。Okay. Okay, next S. After the S, we go to G2. 什么叫 G2? 成长了，长大成人了，要结婚了。结婚过后就复制生孩子啦。So G2.So growth phase 2 called G2. What happens? Protein and enzyme are synthesized. Okay, after having the organelle like rough endoplasmic reticulum, Golgi apparatus. So protein and enzyme they are synthesized for cell division. 它制造新的蛋白质，制造新的 enzyme for cell divisions. And the cell accumulate energy. 细胞开始收集能量。Okay, and complete its final preparation for cell division. 它准备一切的东西 energy. Prepare for the next process called cell division. 它准备复制自己。它长大成人了，它要结婚呢，生孩子了。Okay, but what happened to the chromosome during the G2? 这时候那条染色体怎样呢？ G1, S, 对不对？ And G2.What happened to the G2? So now what happened to the chromosome? The chromosome will become darker under the microscope. 它会变成比较黑了 and become shorter, 变成比较短 and become condensed. Okay, condensed means 它become denser. 它比较密度高了，黑黑了。Okay, so chromosome condense and thickens. 它变成密度更高，黑黑 and thicken 越来越厚，越来越短，越来越肥去了。Okay.So this is G2. So after the G2, what happens? The cell, everything is ready. The energy is ready. The protein, enzyme, all everything will be ready. 全部要用到的东西呢，都准备就绪。Okay? So now they go to the process called mitosis phase. Okay? Or phase 就叫 mitosis. 它可以分成 cryokinesis and cytokinesis 啊。Okay, 这整个过程就叫 mitosis. And for mitosis, actually we can separate the process into another four during the cryokinesis. 这边呢可以分成四段，分解 nucleus 的时候可以分成另外的四段。Okay, prophase, copy, metaphase, anaphase, telophase, prophase, metaphase, anaphase, telophase, and these 4 phases complete the cryokinesis. 这4个过程搞定了它的 nucleus 的分解 and after the nucleus complete this separated divide, finally it will go to another process called cytokinesis. They separate the cytoplasm, divide the cytoplasm, and from 1 cell become 2. 就从1粒细胞变成2粒细胞了 OK? And now look at the diagram again. Mitotic phase 就是 mitosis 的阶段呢 Nuclear and cytoplasmic division take place. Nucleus 分解 cytoplasm 分解 But remember, again I repeat, when they divide the nucleus, okay, we call the process of cryokinesis. Nucleus 被解散的时候就叫 cryokinesis. Cytoplasm divisions we call cytokinesis. But what happened during the chromosome? For the chromosome during this phase, 在 mitosis 的时候chromosome 变成怎样呢？ They'll become visible under the normal light microscope. 这时候在普通显微镜看得到，有 be darkens, it will be thickens. 它这时候变黑又变浓浓啊。Okay, so chromosome thickens and darkens. 它变浓变黑。Okay, so this is what happened to the chromosome during the mitosis. Okay, 细胞分解的时候啦。Okay, nuclear division 就叫 cryokinesis, cytoplasm division 就叫 cytokinesis. 这边有。Okay, so this is our cell cycle, 细胞的循环。Okay, so for the next video, we're going to talk about M phase in detail. 我们就会研究这一个阶段的 M phase, cryokinesis in detail. Okay, 心理准备一下，不是好玩的东西。拜拜。